Is there a reason to be concerned about this team starting slow again?
I don't think so. I understand it because of what happened last year, but to the point of that opening game, right? I don't think it was. I do think the fact of Burrow trying to come back from the appendectomy was a bigger factor than what we all probably thought it was going to be. I think that was part of it. But you weren't going to be able to change that with more snaps for Joe Burrow. He just wasn't physically ready to play. And you still almost won it. If your long snapper doesn't get hurt, you do win it. I mean, It was a freaky way to lose. Then they go to Dallas, and they did not play well. There's no question about it. And that's about the point where they decided, time to rip up the run game and let's start from there. That's when they kind of went to the RPO, started to go to the RPO concept a little bit more. So I think some of that was a feeling out process. I don't think you're going to have quite that this year because remember last year you had so many new offensive linemen thrown into the mix. You thought they were going to be a wide zone running team, and they thought they had the parts for that. And they quickly found out, no, that's not this group's strengths. Then they figured out what their strengths were, and the running game started to click and the offense started to click. So I don't have that fear because they didn't have reps in preseason games. I don't.
Yeah, fans keep bringing that up, but my question is, if you were going to play those guys together, meaning the starters, and let's say Joe Burrow was healthy, what's the most you're going to play them for? A series?
A series.
Maybe one series, all 3 games. What does that actually do? Nothing.
Right.
I mean, they don't get on, their chemistry doesn't improve. They don't get on the same page. They don't get ready for the next opponent. None of that. I mean, and you're probably doing it in the second preseason games, meaning there's 3 weeks between then and the actual first. They would have literally zero impact on how they play against the Cleveland Browns in week 1. So I'm willing to listen to potential concerns about, Joe Burrow has been out and hasn't been practicing. Maybe he's got the calf thing is lingering a little bit. I'm willing to listen to those as concerns for a slow start. But the whole, the starters didn't get preseason snaps thing, quit telling me about that. They weren't the most they would have played is 1 series. It literally means less than nothing to me.
I agree with you. Now I know you can point to teams around the league. The Chiefs played their starters, I think, in 2 different preseason games. Different coaches have different philosophies. I mean, Andy Reid's an old school guy with some new school concepts, certainly, especially with how creative he is. But that's the way he does things. If you look at what, to Zach Taylor's credit, he's kind of held firm in the way he wants to do this. He believes fresher is better, and there's probably some truth to that. Again, I know they were 0-2 out of the gate. If Clark Harris does not get hurt in the opener, they still win that game. Period. End of story.
Right. I mean, it's really as simple as that. And by the way, the appendectomy thing is completely different from what he's dealing with this year. This year, he's been working out like a maniac, more so than usual, because he hasn't been on the field practicing. So he took a little longer before he kind of ramped that workout routine, the offseason workout routine down to get into game shape. I think he's going to be in the best spot he's been in yet since he's been in the league.
Yeah, he said he feels the best he's ever felt going into a season physically. Says he's spinning the ball better than he's ever spun it before, and I'll take him at his word for that.